So we have a question that says if we want to add an exception in division, that if a number is divided by 0, then the syntax error message gets displayed or showed on the calculator screen. How can we do that? And please tell me about the back button. So these are the questions we're going to address today. Let's start with the 0. Let's run this application again and see what happens when we try to divide a number by 0. And I'm getting infinity. Depending, I guess, your version, it can be a syntax error or something else. So that's a known issue in arithmetic. Can't be divided by 0. The other thing I'm going to show you, if you divide 0 by 0, you get an error. And those are the two we're going to address. Well, it's basically the same thing. It's a division problem. Next, I want to show you something else, and that's when you press an operator without having a number in the display. And then you get an exception saying input string was not in correct format. So we're going to take care of those, and then we'll create a new button for Backspace. So for the division, it's quite simple. We're going to come down here where we have the division going on. Just insert an if statement saying if num2 is not equal to 0. Only then perform this transaction. If you want, we can enclose this in brackets. So it's official. It looks, I guess, more readable, but we can use without the braces too. With things starting from C#7, I believe, or earlier. Anyway, so if num2 is not equal to 0, that should take care of the division problem, I believe. So 9 divided by 0, and goes back to 0, nothing happens. Okay, it doesn't do the up. Let's see, let's put a breakpoint, see what happens. So, okay, division. So 9 divided by 0 equals, so we come down here, it's skipping the transaction and it's breaking out, and then display text and result. So result is by default 0. It's showing the default value of result because we have the result set to 0 by default up here. Okay, so that takes care of that problem. The other problem was the exception, and for that one we're going to simply place the if statement right before the switch statement, and we're going to say if display text is not equal to empty string. Then we don't want to run this switch statement. Okay, let's test it out. Now we shouldn't get the exception. Okay, so that's 2, and now let's go ahead and create a backspace button here. So let's continue with the backspace button. Okay, let's go ahead and add another button here. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Let's go with 3 columns. And let's copy and paste this button. Let's change the name to BS, content to BS, meaning backspace. Let's change the columns and rows. Make this larger. Okay. So the row is going to stay the same. The column is going to start with 0, 1, 2, 3. And we don't need the column span. Get rid of that. Okay, function is going to stay the same. We're going to use the same function, and the style is going to stay the same. So let's save this. Let's go to our code behind file and into our function key pressed event handler. Let's create another case. This is going to be BS. So when BS is pressed, what do we want to happen? Well, we want to remove the last number from display. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a variable. Let's call this display text equals display text. And another one, I'm going to say length equals display text dot length. Okay, let's get a break statement and let's put a breakpoint here and let's run this application. So let's say I have 7, 8, 9 here, and when I press backspace, I want to remove number 9. Okay, so let's see. Our display text showing 7, 8, 9, and the length is 3. So we're going to use substring method of the string, and we're going to say var temp string, let's create another variable, equals display text that substring, and we're going to use the second overload, which needs a start index, which is 0. We're starting from the first digit to the left. The length is our length, but -1 to remove the last digit. So basically, when we say -1, we are removing the last digit and we are grabbing the rest of the string, and we are going to assign that to display text. So display text equals temp string. Let's put the breakpoint right here and run this. So if I press backspace, so originally I had 5663, and let's see what we have here. Display text is 5663, and the length is 4. Okay, so up here, down here, the next line, the temp string still shows 566, because it's removing the last one in here with length -1, and our display text becomes 566 by removing the 3. Okay, to continue, and it's removed. Number 3 is removed. Try again. Continue. And it becomes 5, 6. Removes the last number. Okay, so that's our goal. And let's go ahead and make this a single line. So we're going to say display text equals display text dot substring. Start from 0, index 0, and get the display text dot length minus 1. And now we can remove these 3 lines here. We don't need them anymore. And that should take care of it. Let me make it larger so we can see it. Alright. And let's run this one more time. Okay, so we took care of our exception, we took care of the division problem, and we create the backspace button. So that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next one.